Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. It's Friday.
We seem to be down one regular participant on the show.
Friday. I'm sure he'll be in here in a second. Where in the fuck is oh my God, what is going on here? Yeah, it is Friday. I'm all fucking, I got the whole screen jacked up, bro. Yeah, GM everybody, happy Friday. Everybody send out the alerts, send out the Amber Alerts. Our child is missing. Kenny Powers is nowhere to be found. Sometimes we gotta we got to reel this guy in. Honestly, bro, I think he's found him a woman. And we all know what happens when that goes on. And I think Kenny's got him a girl now. And we'll see. That's when he's usually not clocked in. He's usually clocked out. And it's 11:06. We'll give him till 11:07, but I would imagine he's going to pop in here any minute. But
do we need to rebrand the meme of stockbrokers? Should it be punch in? Should we launch ticker punch in?
Punch in
Doesn't have the same ring as clock in, does it?
No. Clock in is stonkbrokers. It's nobody else's. Doesn't matter if a coin launched and was ran fucking like shit. Doesn't matter. Stonkbrokers makes their own waves. Kenny Powers, GM, sir.
GM, boys. GM.
GM, we were worried about you. Yeah, we were just Jesus was just speculating that perhaps you found yourself in a bit of a situationship.
Yeah. Do you are you back engaged in the dating scene?
Hold on. Put everything on pause for a second. I thought I heard this yesterday, and I know I just heard it just now. Which one of you two motherfuckers has a fucking smoke alarm chirping in the background? Which one of you has the ceiling birds?
So I had one. I changed it, and now the other one has gone out. So it makes sense. My God. They both got changed around the same time.
Hold on. So
sounds like you got a little more than 3%.
So you heard this in the space yesterday?
Yes, I thought I heard it yesterday, and I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hear that?
It's up in the third floor. I got to change that one as well.
Jesus Christ, bro. Yeah, no, I just Kyle, for me, it's just might as well just get rid of them. I just took all the smoke alarms out of the house.
By the way, I'm holding more jokes in, Jesus, because you called me a brand risk yesterday. So I'm just gonna hold it in.
Well, I don't know. It's like the barking dog with Kenny. You remember the portal space where the guy had them?
I'm guilty of that sometimes too, though, at this point.
It was like the longer the space went, the dog just kept fucking barking louder and louder and louder and more and more and more. It was like fucking Christ, man. But yeah, anyways, we are live on YouTube X Kick and Abstract. So appreciate everybody that is over there watching, especially on the YouTube side. It's important to grow over there as well. But yeah, I was going to do another giveaway today for some YouTube subscribers. Maybe we do that. Get a post out, give away some more stockbroker.
Do a little giveaway for your co-host. What do you say, Kenny Powers?
Yeah. Well,
I've been waiting on that for 4 years, bro.
What are you talking about? I give you the best gift of all, Kitty.
Your love? Is that what you're about to tell me?
Yes.
Yo, is somebody doing a chirp on y'all's end? What's going on here?
Oh my God. All right, we got to get serious here, Kenny. All right, Kenny, you want to?
Yo, did I miss like an early morning smoke session with you guys?
Yeah, dude. Me and Jesus ate an edible right before you got here.
Oh my God. All right, shit. All right, let's get serious here. Oh my God. Kenny, all right, let's go with some market shit. What's happening, bro? We are fucking pumping. Are we back?
I mean, it fucking feels like we're back. It really feels like we're back. But I mean, look, obviously you're going to have these people out here saying, technically, we're not out of the bear market yet. And, we could see further downside. I mean, we can really point to one specific thing as to when the market started to rally, and it goes back to August 19th. And we talked about it briefly that day, but it was basically the Treasury and the bond yields, right? So, like, essentially, the idea was that the Treasury said they would double the size of liquidity support to buying back treasuries, which implied that there was a softer dollar, And typically when that happens, risk on assets tend to do well. So on that day, we saw Bitcoin print a $2,000 candle, essentially minutes after the Treasury came out and confirmed that they were going to start doubling their buybacks, or the Fed, was going to double their buybacks. So that created the short squeeze. Obviously, we've had a huge short squeeze, $3 billion and counting in shorts liquidations over the past couple of days. But yeah, but other things align with it too. Typically in a midterm election year, towards the end of the summer, the market tends to rally anyways. So you have these other kind of, things that are helping aid this push that's going on right now. But overall, I mean, dude, it's hard to deny. It feels like we're back. Looking at Bitcoin over the past 7 days, up 24%. Ethereum over the past 7 days, up 28.5%. XRP's up 41% in the past 24 or 7 days. You got Solana up 22% over the past 7 days. So the majors are rallying. And you're starting to see other things rally as well. Obviously, Hyperliquid hit an all-time high this morning, up 38% on the past 7 days. Even like meme coins like Dogecoin up 22% over the past 7 days. Zcash up 36%. So you're seeing it across the board. It's not just the majors; it's starting to trickle down into other asset classes as well. So I mean, it feels like we're coming out of the bear market a little bit earlier than expected. Structurally, like as far as technical analysis goes, a lot of these charts are breaking out of that descending wedge. Like if you go do the TI on these charts, so it feels like we're out of the bear. I don't necessarily know what's going to happen over the next few weeks, but this is just a little taste of what's going to happen, right? Because this, you try and figure out where's all this buying pressure coming from. There's a couple things. Bitcoin ETFs, I mean, the inflows yesterday, $660 million in ETF inflows, the highest we've seen in a long time in one single day. So institutionals are buying. So that's good. Yes, or I said 660. It was more like 606. And then on top of it, you're starting to see this on-chain appetite come back too. Pump Fund, for the first time since January, has pumped back-to-back $2 million revenue days. So you're starting to see on-chain heating up. Go look at FOMO. These motherfuckers are like, dude, the activity that's happening on-chain is pretty insane compared to what it was, a month, 2 months, 3 months ago. So yeah, it seems like the appetite's there. People are starting to get their money back in. But at the same time, a lot of people still sidelined. So this is just a little taste of what's to come, I think, towards the end of the year. Feels good, though.
Who do you think's going to look like the biggest prophet, like the biggest genius? Is it going to be Tom Lee or Saylor? I think Tom Lee, right?
Look, those guys got drug in the mud, right?
Yeah.
I think they're both going to do well. Tom Lee, I think they're up to 4.8% of Ethereum holdings at this point. They were trying to get to 5%, and they're pretty close. He's been buying the dip the whole time. Saylor obviously has been selling some of the Bitcoin to cover, the dividends and whatnot. I think Tom Lee's in a better situation and not have to ever actually do that. But I think they're both going to do well. If you go look at like the DATs, or just not DATs in particular, but if you go look at like crypto related stocks, it's been a good run across the board for all of them. Circle's up nicely. All the DATs are up. Mara's up like 30%, which is a Bitcoin mining company. So like all these crypto related stocks have had a really, really good week. So, and I mean, this is with Bitcoin at 78,000. Now imagine when we're at 150. That's why I think MicroStrategy, look, a lot of people talk shit about it. It's probably a good buy here, under 120 bucks. It's going to rally. Same with Bitmine. I own a bunch of Bitmine. I think it's going to do really well. So we'll just see how things play out.
Yeah. Tom Lee's latest post, he ends it with why I think Ethereum will outperform is we expect ETH to outperform this cycle, driven by tokenization and AI. And it seems like this narrative right now of tokenization running through Robinhood, it is an L2. And yeah, and AI obviously just cleaning up right now. Do you think wasn't there an IPO yesterday? Who was it yesterday, Kenny? Weren't you talking about that yesterday?
No, I was talking about how Anthropic is going to be pushing their IPO, looking to file for the IPO before the end of August.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a big one. It'll rival the hype of SpaceX. Maybe not quite as much, but I mean, it's going to be a hyped up IPO.
How does that work as far as SpaceX? And does every one of their companies underneath them fall under that, under SpaceX? Like you have SpaceX AI. And then you have, because is Tesla publicly traded or is that private?
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
It is,
Well,
right? Yeah.
Elon
Tesla
Musk
is.
even alluded to eventually kind of merging Tesla and SpaceX together, which was like a crazy thought because both on their own are like billion/trillion-dollar companies, you know. But he talked about merging those together. But those are two separate entities as of right now, SpaceX and Tesla. But yeah, everything under the SpaceX category, like the SpaceX, I think that falls within the SpaceX stock, you know, underneath that.
Yeah. Yeah, I 100% like the for me, like we've always been ETH maxis, you know, because that's kind of where everybody went into with NFTs. And do you think we see Robinhood start leaning into any NFTs? Do you think that comes?
I do think it's very possible. I mean, they've done well, you know, not great. I mean, some obviously stockbrokers is, you know, the biggest example, right? Ran up to 12.5 ETH. I think it's going to get back there sooner than later. But who knows? I mean, I think the really cool stuff, and like, for example, like AI, artificial Inu, which is the meme coin tied to NVIDIA. Look at that pull up that chart and take a look at it. It's sitting at all-time high. I think it's right around 23 mil right now, but absolutely ripped. But I mean, it's a cool concept because you're pairing it to a tokenized equity. And then there's a tax on every trade, which goes into buying on-chain NVIDIA, which, you know, I think that intersection of like this meme coin tokenized stock is a really cool concept. And I think it's a great way to kind of get retail into potential memes where, you know, like, you know, these meme coins that yield SpaceX, for example, the Mars coin on BNB. If you own Mars coin, a certain percentage of Mars coin, you're getting airdropped SpaceX over and over. Index was the first example of it that we saw on Robinhood. You know, if you own Index, you were getting airdropped, you know, stocks every day. You know, every 15 minutes, you were getting fractionalized shares of stocks dropped to your wallet because they had a 3.3 tax on the meme coin, and they're using that to buy back and airdrop stocks to your wallet. So I think that concept is really cool. I think we're very early to that, and I think you know, as the U.S. further regulates the tokenized stock arena, I think you're going to see these coins do really, really well over the course of the next couple years.
Yeah. Are you able, like, when I'm looking at the Stonkbrokers site, the broker box itself, you get the certificates, you get the stock certificates. I wonder if there's a way to send out stocks in an NFT and then to redeem it, you just burn the NFT. You know?
That's a cool concept. Can you do that?
I don't know.
I know you can send stocks.
Yeah, you can send stocks, but if you could send stocks in the form of an NFT and tokenize it that way, and then the NFT's value goes obviously up with the amount of shares inside of the whatever it is, whether it's one Apple, one NVIDIA, one SpaceX, or 10. But I mean, that's kind of the concept with a stockbroker itself. It has the internal wallet,
right? The 6551, right?
yeah, the underlying the main asset goes up. So yeah. All right. Let's keep going. What else do you got? What's happening in memes? We got any big runners popping out or no?
Attendees is up enormously.
Yeah,
Lord.
you do have some big runners, obviously. Cash Cat, at the top of the list as far as memes go. Currently, I think it's around 140, 140. It got as high as like 145 this morning, but 140, it's up another 10% on the day. Got Ansem ripping back up to 300 mil or 298, but it's back up to 30 cents. It's up about 22% on the day. Mars Coin, which we were just recently talking about, that's up 15%. Probably one of the biggest runners is Kate. Kate is on a fucking tear right now.
Was there any catalyst for this, or
is there a catalyst for it? No, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like for it running back up. Like, did something happen?
No, I think it's just got a really strong community. They had that crazy run up to 80, 90 mil, whatever it was. And then remember, it nuked all the way down to 10 mil.
Yeah.
Like on like 3 consecutive 1 minute. I think it was like in the matter of 5 minutes, it went from like 80, 90 mil to 10 mil within like a snap of a finger.
Yeah. Yesterday at 9:25 p.m., instead of watching Netflix, you could have been buying Kate at 13.9 mil. And it looks like it ran up almost right under 40 mil.
Yeah.
So kind of dropping back down right now. But
yeah, overall though, up 80% on the day, ran up to 40 mil. I think that community is super strong. I mean, they've got over 50,000 holders on FOMO. On like Deck Screener, it says there's over 75,000 holders. But if you like chart, if you chart the chart, it's broken up above some resistance levels. 40 mil is a resistance level. If it can break through that, I think it's going to run back up to like 50, 60 pretty quickly. The volume also uptick. I think it was close to 16 mil over the past 24 hours trading volume on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we talked about AI at 26 mil now. It's up 188%. That's doing really well. You're starting to see some of these OG memes catching bids too. The Pepes, the Dogecoins of the world. I was looking at, some of the old memes, and yeah, they're starting to rally. You got, for example, Useless is up 24%, back up to 60 mil. That was a big Unipix coin that ran up into the multi-hundred mil range, starting to catch some bids here near the bottom. Brett is up 17%. You got Whiff up 15%. Trump coin up 17%, back up to $1.94. Moodang up 13%. Chill Guy.
Shit.
Yeah. Peanut was catching a bid too. Peanut's up back up to 55.5 mil. So I mean, we're seeing some of these older memes get bid on.
Look at the candles on Pengu right now too. Holy
Pengu
shit.
Up 20% over the past 24 hours, back up to 534 mil. So yeah, I mean, the risk on appetite is here, and people are looking at some of these OG kind of memes as where to put their money in.
Wow, Pengu. Yeah, just went to the Pengu chart. And it made sense. Thank you, Hans, for always tipping us. But yeah, the Pengu chart is reminds me of a early morning.
Looks good. Yeah. SPX up another 16%, back up to 422 mil at 45 cents. So I mean, yeah, you're starting to see some of these older memes. Look, we were talking about MOG the other day, was sub 30 mil. It's back up to 43.7. Now, I'm not saying this is a play, but just goes to show that, when the risk appetite comes back, people will look at like these OG memes that have been here for 2-3 years and potentially bid them. Now, will they make a full comeback? I don't know, but I think some people feel more comfortable bidding like established OG memes rather than playing in the trenches right now. And so that's always an option to kind of revert back to those.
Yeah, probably is a good play. I think somebody said it the other day. I think Mav said it the other day in the Reality Check Discord that might be a good option to start looking at some of these OG memes. Because we could see some rotation. People.
Yeah, my problem is just I got touched too many times by Solana MFs, dude. I'm staying on Robinhood. I'll trade these memes over here. Now, Now,
Can
Kenny
you show us
Power's
on
on
the
mute
chart?
right now, Jesus. I think we know who's doing that.
Yo, can you show us on the chart where they touched you?
I can show you on the doll where they touched me.
Yeah. Kyle got diddled down here at the diddle zone. It's called the diddle pocket. It's right below the golden pocket.
Not the golden pocket.
No,
but
it's the diddle pocket. Yeah. All right, cool. What over on the NFT side, bro, we have the Rec Trader Mint. This is going live in 33 minutes for anyone that is in phase 1. You'll be able to get 1 per wallet at 12:15 p.m. The mint price is 0.02 ETH, which is now obviously a lot more than what it was when they announced.
1 ETH is 1 ETH.
Yeah.
I can't think in USD, dude. I'd have killed myself a long time ago.
$48.04 per mint, Kenny. So these things are gonna be they're gonna be pricey, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. I was talking to Tab, said, told him I was looking forward to playing the game. Dillo's busting out some really good, strong mathematics inside of the reality check Discord, breaking down the odds of, you're winning. And he figured out it's actually 1 in 10,000.
Gee golly gosh.
It took him a minute to get
Giga brain.
Yeah,
now, hold on. Now we don't. Is that how it works? It's only the person who is in first place win anything, or is there prizes?
It said winner takes all, and then prizes along the way. It's what they said. So, but more details will be coming out soon. But yeah, shout out our man Dillo down there. This guy's on top of it. Big brain shit. Without him, I don't know where we would be. But let me go. I have the rec tweet pinned up at the top. Gives you the full breakdown of everything that is going to be happening. But he did say, maybe this isn't the tweet. Here's my question though, Kenny. Even though you hold a NFT, do you have to activate said NFT? Like, or do you just hold an NFT and it gives you access into the game? Like, where do they make their money?
That's my assumption.
Or are you going to need rec token to activate the NFT?
I don't think you will. I could be wrong though. I haven't read any. There's not a whole lot.
Yeah, they haven't put much information out there. I do know that they said at one point winner take all, and then other prizes will be distributed along the way. So Kenny, would you be happy with a grand prize of 1 year of Rect Energy products?
Hell yeah. I'd be happy with that.
Free drinks, free powders and all that stuff.
I wouldn't be upset about that at all.
Yeah.
I don't drink enough soda for all that. But
It's not soda, sir. This is fine sparkling water, I believe is what it is.
You know what? My mistake. And as I'm thinking about it, I do tend to enjoy a vodka and sparkling water from time to time.
Flavored sparkling water brought to you by Rect Energy.
The abstract apple was pretty good with some Tito's in it. Not gonna lie.
Tito's had it going. Total fat 0 grams, sodium 0 milligrams, total carbohydrates 5 grams.
What I'm really interested to see is as this tournament's going on and different NFTs are getting booted out of the competition. When it gets down to 1,000 NFTs, are we going to see a similar situation to Death and Taxes? Because Death and Taxes was kind of like this a setup where it gets down to the final 69 NFTs. Which, by the way, Death and Tax NFTs are now sitting at 8.88 ETH floor price. So buy one, it's $21,300 to get a Death and Taxes NFT. It's down to 78 citizens. And remember, it needs to get down to 69. So at this point, they are 9 NFTs away from this treasury being distributed. The treasury currently is sitting at 1,020 ETH, bro.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
1,020 ETH?
Yeah. The current tax rate per day is now up to 0.118 ETH a day. You got to pay in taxes, which is what is that, 250, 260 bucks? So, I mean, it's costing you a pretty penny to stay in the contest at this point. But yeah, it's down to 78. It needs to get down to 69. Once it gets down to 69, that treasury is distributed amongst the 69 NFTs. And the current floor price is 8.88. So what I'm saying is, like, as these, NFTs get booted out of the competition, are we going to see a similar situation? Somebody who wants to try and win the tournament, does the floor price go up on the active NFTs that are still in the competition? That's going to be interesting to see if that situation arises.
Has that been worth it? I mean, even if they evenly distribute right now, that's $35,478 per person. How long has this been going on? And is there somebody has had to build a dashboard that shows what people have invested?
Day 172.
Yeah. I just the prize pool is it justifiable for what you get?
You got to remember though, the tax rate started out at 0.0018.
Yeah.
And every day it goes up incrementally. And now on day 172, it's made its way all the way to the tax rate being 0.118, which is currently you're paying about $250 a day.
And I would imagine it's not. I would imagine it's nowhere near $35,000, but I would say it's probably well over $10,000, right? That they've paid if you've been there since day one. Would you think it's been $10,000 or less?
Somewhere in that range, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's still a $25,000 come up.
Yeah, maybe even more, a little bit more now that ETH prices are going up. So
yeah. I mean, ETH is fucking just gigascending. Probably be so great to get back to.
Yeah, if you're still in this game. If you're still in this game, you're hating this rally right now. You're like, fuck me, bro. I was paying.
Yeah. Well, unless you had a big bag of ETH sitting there, because you said during that game, you can actually pay ahead, right?
Yeah. You can do 1 week. You can pay in advance. So on Monday, you can pay the full week in one lump sum, or you can pay individually every day.
I wonder if you can pay like quarterly.
Yeah, you only have to pay if you're getting audited. If somebody doesn't audit you for that particular day, you don't have to pay. But if you get audited, which every NFT at this point is getting audited every day, you wouldn't have to pay that particular day.
Yeah. So. All right, people. You have just hours left to enter the Genuine Undead Little Pudgy giveaway. Do I have that tweet pinned up there? I don't know if I do. Let me pin it back up here for you, because we're going to be giving this away. The GU intern, the Genuine Undead intern, went shopping the week before last. 4-year anniversary was last week's space, and now
it was a fun space.
It was a lot of prizes with great communities. Were there. I think Regenerates, you had Final Bosu, you had Space Riders. It was so many NFTs given away. And, when I was having a conversation with the intern, came to the decision to have a week of content. And there's been some really good stuff. So I encourage you still have 4.5, 5 hours, something like that, to submit something. Follow the rules in the post. It's the very last pin post. It'll be up there in just a second. But get some content out there on the timeline. Make sure you follow the rules and get this going. The competition, though, I'm going to tell you, the competition's tough. There's been some good submissions in the last 24 hours. And but either way, we appreciate it all. It's really good seeing some GU content on the timeline. So, right, Kyle?
Absolutely. Some of these videos have been really cool. Some really good storytelling going on. The bar is pretty high, so I wouldn't just I wouldn't just write a buy a GU tweet and think you've got a shot. You're gonna have to put some effort in at this point. But
and I'm not gonna go ahead.
To the point of the prize, Little Pudgy. Somebody swept 50 Little Pudgies this morning. Little Pudgies are back up over $1,000. So this is $1,000 prize pool.
Let's go, dude.
Somebody
Holy
swept
shit.
50 Little Pudgies this morning.
Yeah, Little Pudgies are 0.4197. Look at that. See? I had some of these guys tell me I should sell my little pudgy. Kyle, you're being a fucking real idiot for holding JPEGs. Opportunity cost, they told me. That's what they said, but here I am with a little pudgy tucked in my wallet and an invite to the Inner Igloos. Joke's on you guys.
Who told you to sell your little pudgy?
We don't need to name any names, brother.
No, go ahead.
We don't need to name any names, brother.
Okay. All right. But yeah, either way, some really good content out here. And it's not,
oh my God. Look at that guy's sweep.
Yeah, that was pretty insane. So yeah, make sure you get signed up and get going there. Wow, that was a lot of fucking little pudgies. Let me go check this wallet because I think it's the wallet that
got 51 little pudgies in this wallet, but that's all that's in this wallet.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. GG's, Luca. It's nice to see you throwing some liquidity at the collection. We appreciate it. But anyways, what else is happening in NFTs, Kenny?
Yeah, look, little bit of action. You got a lot of green on the board. I mean, volume slight uptick. You got CryptoPunks, $690,000 in trading volume over the past 24 hours. 8 punks sold. Hypers coming in at number 2, up 20% on the day. Hyper liquid NFTs are now sitting at $22,100, up 20% on the day. 25 sales over there. Obviously, hyper liquid going parabolic on the chart. People want a piece of the action. These hypers, there is a speculative airdrop coming to these hypers of hyper liquid tokens. So yeah, that's a hot collection right now. Pudgy Penguins, 43 sales, $397,000 in trading volume, back up to 3.91. Got Bored Ape. They had just under $300,000 in trading volume. Stonkbrokers back up to 6.5, up 32.7% on $93,000 in trading volume. So it looks like bottom's in for those. But yeah, I mean, you're starting to see a little bit of bidding action on the NFT side, as the market kind of heals itself. So
fucking Adam Weitzman out here fucking slinging it down. Looks like he took, I think, did he retake the #1 spot? I know Kevy was pretty much like putting him to the test. And yeah, Adam Weitzman added 2 more stockbrokers there on the dip at 63. I mean, hey, Adam, all right, I'm talking to you, bro. Like, it's kind of weak sauce that you don't have 100 of these things yet. Most of his collection, he has 100 or more. And to see Adam only having 63 stockbrokers, kind of weak. I mean,
yeah, dude, I gotta say, Adam, impoverishment doesn't look good on you.
It doesn't. So, but Adam,
he said from his house with wheels on it.
Yeah. So yeah, Adam, do better, bro. Do better. Be better. Yeah. There was another NFT that I wanted to bring. Did I have that? Where in the fuck is it? Hold on. Go ahead, Kenny. Keep talking about some NFT shit because there was something else I wanted to mention.
Yeah, I mean, look, some of these OG collections are catching bids, and it's good to see.
Even some of the new ones. Look at Kenny. Look at Robinhood machines are at 0.06 again on their new contract.
Yeah, up 40%. And on top of that, there was the stackers, which are also, they migrated to a new contract. Those are back up to 0.174, which is another, stockbroker-like collection that pays, stocks.
Do you got any idea why they migrated?
I think there was no royalties on the NFT contract side of it.
That's an interesting thing. I don't know why any of these new collections are
on the Robinhood machines and the stackers. I think both of them had no royalties. They wanted to take the royalties to go ahead and continue to take that and buy back stocks to distribute to their holders. So they migrated contracts.
I noticed this morning when I went to sell a Fuego, because Fuegos are up and I needed to get a little liquid together for the rec mint. They also don't have a royalty enforced contract. I don't know why anybody's coming out with a not royalty enforced contract in the big 2.6, but I don't mind. I don't mind leaving that toggle switch off. You know what I mean?
Kenny, yesterday, this Jeremy Apes guy sells a full set of his Bored Apes, and it was a laser eye, which is like one of the best apes. You have the blue beam, which is what Adam actually has. And then you have the red laser eye, man. But he sold the entire set, the M1, the M2, and the original ape for 21 ETH. And then he turns around and buys 2 Stonkbrokers. Down at the bottom, like at the bottom, he bought them for 5 ETH. Looked like I think he activated them as well. Obviously had plenty of leftover ETH. I was surprised he didn't go grab them out of the pool.
Snipe 'em?
Yeah, out of the snipe. Yeah, so you could get some other NFTs, and maybe just not even that educated on the ecosystem. Not really sure, but really wild to see. Like, I mean, this is and this was in that wallet was his only set of fucking Bored Apes. So unless he's got more in some other wallets, this is this is pretty fucking ballsy, and it speaks to what Simple Farmer is actually building over here. But that was one of the other things that I wanted to.
Well, obviously, people have their opinions on whether that was a good move or not. I think personally, it's a good move. I mean, just going to activated stockbrokers. If you look at the passive that they are getting, obviously, stockbrokers has the degen mode launching today, which is going to continue to generate, more revenue for stockbrokers, which is distributed back to the NFT holders. So the passive aspect of it, is pretty good, especially if you're on a higher tier. And, if you bought a stockbroker yesterday and kind of activated it to a higher tier, it's thousands of dollars more affordable than it was last week, so it's a good move in a sense. I don't know what it is, how much it costs to activate a stockbroker to that top tier, but relative to when it was 38 cents, it's half the cost, more than 50% off the cost. If you activated it yesterday while stockbroker was sitting somewhere around 15 or 1.5 cents. What is it? 15 cents or 1.5 cents?
Yeah, I think it's up a little bit more than that, but it's right around there.
0.016. Yeah. So, I mean, if you activated a stock, obviously you saw the numbers yesterday on the dip. I think what was there 48 additional stockbrokers activated over the past 24 hours somewhere?
No, it was more. The last 24 hours. Yeah, but like the other day, I think it was yesterday, it was actually 60. It was actually 60 some odd brokers that were activated, which was fucking nuts. Yeah, 38 in the last 24 hours. You've had $41,840 in broker rewards in the last 24 hours, 17.4 ETH, Guinea. Lifetime distributed broker rewards, 492.8 ETH, which is fucking nuts. That's in the last 7 days. Sorry. And that's up 253% prior to the 7 days. I thought he had an all-time distribution here, but I'm not going to waste time looking for it. But yeah, pretty fucking wild shit, man.
Yeah, but to the point, and like on these dips, these are opportunities for new players to get involved, right? Because, you go back to, last week or even earlier this week, you're priced out at 55, 60 mil, realistically getting a stockbroker activated. It's going to cost you a shitload of money. You're getting a 50% discount essentially, over the past, couple days to be able to get yourself a stockbroker, and activate it and get ready for the future. Because, I mean, anyone who thinks that this ecosystem is not going to rally back to all-time highs is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, I think in the near term, I think we see a 2x as more pieces start getting put in place. Today, Simple Farmer tweeted 5 hours ago, today I'm targeting giving users an additional interface with a different style and path for direct access only to Launchpad features. We got to get Simple Farmer and work on that hook. It has to be a little bit more consumable than throwing out all this technical fucking jargon. But either way, people are looking at the message. The Launchpad will feature 3 modes. Degen mode, no tax, no buffers, straight bonding curve. Degen Mode Hybrid, Snipe Tax Buffer, where at the end of the countdown, decay launches go into Degen Modem, Smart Launch Mode, Anti-Snipe, plus optional buffer, and BYO, bring your own token for larger teams with the professional launches. So a portion of the fee flow from all these launches will go into Stonkbroker's ICO Boost Pool after 1 week or after the pool accrues the first $1 million. The process of purchasing a random token from the Launchpad will begin based on qualifications, including 24-hour volume, holder count, and token age. So that's pretty fucking dope, Kenny. That $1 million, like they're going to just start dumping money from fees to reward teams right back into their charts.
Yeah, I think that's the most interesting and novel concept around this is like as these fees accrue, you know, if you're just holding a bunch of coins, you know, within the ecosystem, some of these coins, and I mean there are qualifications. You can look. I believe he said it was like based on like holder count or there were some specific things. But if you go out and just buy the top 5 memes on the Launchpad, there's a good chance it's going to get injected with a shitload of liquidity, and the chart's probably getting 2-3x. So, I mean, it incentivizes people to hold Stonkbroker Launchpad memes for the potential injected liquidity into the coin that you hold. And you're going to 2-3x your money relatively quickly. So, a very novel idea. I think it's cool.
It is very cool.
Yes, it is. Kyle, what were you gonna yap?
Oh, I was just gonna say I made a suggestion yesterday talking to Simple Farmer, and he seemed to think it was a good idea. I'm curious to see if in the future we'll see it come out. But the idea was just, you know, if people want to still use the tax curve, but speed it up some instead of going from like, you know, 99 to 33% or something, have it to where you can increase the percentage that degrades per minute, right? So instead of just 1% per minute, if you could choose to do 2, 3, 4, maybe up to 5% per minute, that way, because like in a situation like when we were all sitting around waiting for CLOCKIN, I mean, dude, how many hours and hours did everybody wait for that? We waited a whole day for it, then we waited another, you know, from what, 9 to 1 Eastern, and then it still wasn't launched at 1 Eastern. I mean, you know, in all fairness, I don't think everybody was going to sit around waiting for 30 more minutes or so to buy into that token. So I kind of get why they hustled that along. But if you could speed that up by making the degradation be 5% per minute,
yeah,
well, that still slows things down to keep snipers from just, you know, wrecking everybody. But it does speed up the you know, degradation of the taxing. So I don't know. I'm curious to see if we see something like that.
I do like the idea. I hope he makes it to where the 99, every fucking thing has to start at 99. He needs to take away the option for people to lower it down.
I disagree. I think the option should be there, but I just think it's foolish not to start at 99. I'm a big fan of having as much, you know, as much to play with as you possibly can. If you want to launch a coin on the platform, you should be able to do whatever you want. Your fate should be in your hands. But if you make some dumbass decisions and it doesn't work out, then, you know, that's on you.
Pretty interesting stuff there. And then we got a little bit of an update here, guys and gals, for the GU giveaway. Let me get over here and share this screen. Looks like we now have a second and third place prize from the GU intern.
Oh, wow.
So
that's a nice GU right there, dude.
So it looks like we have a genuine undead.
Flip that thing over to the undeads real quick. I want to see the undeads version.
The undeads. Nice.
That is a slick looking GU, dude. I like that thing.
Thug sweater. I do like this. Yeah, this is pretty good.
Like a Russian mob boss.
It does, right? Yeah. And then a nice regenerate, kind of looking like
regenerates have been killing it lately, man. Going over to Robinhood was definitely a good idea because, man, they do have a great community over there, and just being on a chain with a little bit more don't want to say volume. It's not like Base doesn't have volume, but I don't know how much interest in NFTs is on Base. Robinhood definitely seems like a better home for them.
Yeah.
Seems to be working out pretty well.
So, bro, I mean, you're talking, did the floor go down? Yeah, no. So $1,000. I mean, bro, some big prizes here. What are we looking at? Like 1,500? Yeah, over 1,500 bucks just in prizes again today. So that's a lot of fucking money, man. All you got to do is make some genuine undead content, and it's got to slap. If you want to see what you are up against, go to the X search bar, type in #GU, and go look at the competition, but don't get intimidated. You still have several hours to make this happen. So just make sure you follow the rules in the post above. And I'm going to be judging this shit. So I'm very, very critical on what we're going to be picking here.
And I'll make sure Cheeses doesn't pick something retarded too. I mean, he gets the final say, but I'm gonna beat him into a good decision.
Are you? Okay. All right. Well, let's fucking get it. What else do we have? Did I have bookmarked? Oh, one thing I wanted to go over is the Bloix Mint. This is going to be coming out. They released an article yesterday, and it is a full guide to the mint. So 75% public raffle for the 7,500 pieces out of the 10K. 17.5% is going to pre-sale, and 7.5% to the treasury. The way that they are doing this is a public raffle. So you to enter the raffle, Kenny, this is kind of like what we did with Good Vibes Club as well. Entry is 0.03 ETH. Anyone can enter. There is no allow list requirement, no minimum hold, no social task. You pay the entry, open to everyone. 7,500 spots are available. The raffle concludes 24 hours after the first 7,500 raffle entries are received. Entries stay open. Winners are selected using a fair raffle mechanism. Every entry resolves on its own, mint or refund. Claim both on the mint site once the draw is done. Pretty cool concept.
I mean, I personally like this style of launch because to the point of like it being fair, you know, I saw a lot of controversy about one collection, I guess, that launched yesterday of people saying, again, you know, OpenSea needs to step in on these collections that are over allocating guaranteed whitelist spots, you know, because, you know, we've seen over and over collections minting out and guaranteed. And, you know, first come, first serve, doesn't even get an opportunity to try to mint things. I think this kind of solves that issue. Anyone can bid, you know, you know, you got to just be willing to put the money up, and then it's random, you know, you can, you know, it's not like bots being able to snipe it as soon as, you know, first come, first serve starts and they snipe, you know, 50 NFTs or whatever it is, you know? So like, I like the style. I think more projects, you know, in the future should potentially launch in this kind of mechanism.
Yeah, so do I. And they talk about the oversubscription is a real possibility. If that happens, some people who want a Bloix will not get one in the raffle. We would rather have that outcome be decided by a fair drawing than whoever has better bot settings. Now, if you guys are wondering, well, this isn't fair, blah, 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 blah. How do we know you guys didn't build this, you know, to be in favor of others? Well, guess who built it? This mint platform was made by Simple Farmer and King Pimmel.
I didn't even know that. That's cool.
Yeah. And all of the smart contracts are being audited by OX Quit. So the team is spending money. They you know, they're working with big respectable names in the space. Trust me, I'm not paid by these guys. I was lucky enough to get into the pre-sale, so I do have some GTD allocation there. But I was even gonna be like, I asked the person that gave me access to this, was like, hey, can I share this with the Reality Check Discord? He said no. He said if the names, the emails y'all gave, the way we had to do it, and if we submitted it with different emails, then you would end up, we can see the shares from the form. And if you share the link, then you automatically get kicked out of it. It was only set for a small group of people, and I was like, fuck. And they would not give any extra spots away. So it was highly curated. But I would imagine if you have 0.03 ETH, you're going to be able to get in, Kenny. I mean,
I bet if you let me borrow that stockbroker PFP, I can get in there anyway.
Hey, well,
let me ask you this: do you think now that Simple Farmers, helping projects mint and stuff, do you think we see a NFT launchpad on the stockbroker side at some point?
I mean, essentially, that's
you have
what the Anvil AMM is, right?
Yeah, you have the Anvil for that. If you want
to,
I
guess so.
Yeah, if you want to do something there, you go on the Anvil and you bring your NFT in, and then there's your
token. I wonder if we see all this consolidated into one site at some point, though, because it would be cool to, have a one site does it all type of a platform.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying. Like, even when I talk to Simple Farmer early on, I think the messaging is very difficult for like, who is Vlad going to follow? Is he going to follow Simple Farmer? They have the Stonkbrokers X account, but that's just like a community account. And then you have Clutch Markets, and he wants Clutch Markets tagged, or, like a follow there. So I get it as far as like the having so many different channels and so many different things, but Clutch Markets is essentially the home base for Stonkbrokers. I mean, that's where it was born out of, was Clutch Markets. So but you can do all the NFTs from there. And there's so many more collections on here that are that have come in. But Regenerates has been on there for quite a while. So and we still have the Good Vibes partnership. We have the Normies partnership. So a lot of other things to come into play here. So, but Kenny, I hope to fucking God, I know Simple Farmer's in a space with Gorilla right now, or in a podcast with him. I hope this Launchpad actually goes live here at the 4-hour mark, the 4 hour and 46-minute mark. You know what I'm saying? And it's
this one's actually up to Simple Farmer, right? I mean, and with all of the other launches, there's been, I would say, a lot more moving parts because you got multiple teams trying to line up all at the same time. I, to be honest, had zero confidence that CLOCKIN would launch in the original time frame or the second time frame given. I kind of feel like we can count on this one to launch on time. Just my thoughts. Granted, the window did get decreased a lot, so I don't know. Maybe he's cutting the time frame a little tight on having everything ready. Maybe, but I don't know. I'm not worried about this one personally.
Yeah, no, I'm not either. But 4 hours, 45 minutes. The fucking thing's not glitching. The timer has stayed consistent. So let's just, let's send it and get this thing going and get all the other different modes. Hey, people are using the platform. It's like there are things going on. So and launches are still happening. But I
think we're going to see a lot more launches now with having a lot more sliders at your control, having a lot more control over how the launch goes with, the full Launchpad being launched instead of just the safe Launchpad. I think we'll see a lot more tokens getting launched. Yeah. And hopefully some guys do, really push their coins. I mean, I know the whole point of this platform is to incentivize the dev to actually push the coin and not just spam launch tickers all day long. So.
Yeah, 100%. All right, cool. Well, I mean, besides the rec mint, which is about to go live, I think the team is actually minting now. Kenny, what else did you have that you wanted to cover?
Not much. I mean, look, we're heading into the weekend. I think this weekend's going to be very telling as far as like what direction the market's going to go in, because typically, volume tends to slow down considerably on the weekends. At least over the past 4 or 5 months, we've seen a pretty big drop off in on-chain volume. But as the market is heating up, I'm curious to see what type of volume we do over the weekend. And if we can contain these levels that we're at right now. If that's the case, then I think next week is going to be super bullish. So I'll be paying attention to just overall volume in the crypto market over the weekend, see if we can hold these levels that we're at right now. And if that's the case, I think we're going to have a great week next week. So that's what I'll be paying attention to.
Nice. Kyle, what about you? What are you going to be looking through the weekend?
I'm just going to be watching my fucking Tandy bags go to Valhalla, brother. Other than that, like, one thing I was, go ahead.
I was wondering, does Tendies actually go back to all-time high, Kenny?
Are you kidding me? Tendies is going to blow right past all-time highs. Are you fucking trying to fud my bags, brother? Huh?
That's you being a holder. Kenny, like, what is the actual...
Yeah, I do think it's going to grind its way back up. Obviously, with Cash Cat doing well, I mean, look, there's a number of tokens on Robinhood chain that are doing well right now. We talked about the artificial Inu, obviously Cash Cat sitting at 140 mil. Tendies is sitting at 14, 15 mil. Like there are a number of good coins over there that I think you can buy and sit on.
Tendies is sitting at 16 mil. Thank you.
Now it's up to 16. There you go. So yeah, I mean, it bottomed out. It's been ranging between like this 9 mil to 25 mil for a few weeks now. And at some point it's going to break out of that range. Is it going to be on this pump? We'll see. But yeah, I think Tendies is definitely going to make a run up to the 40, 50 mil point at some point here.
Yeah. There you go, Cheese.
Whatever.
There you go. Cheese trying to fund my bags. By the way, I have a big fucking bag of Cash Cat too. I just feel like Cash Cat is like an obvious safer play, whereas Tendies, sure, a little more risky, but probably has several more X's in it if it goes the right way. So that's why I'm bag working it, man.
It's a good group of holders. I mean, there's some pretty notable people that are pretty good traders who are holding fat bags of Tendies right now. So that just, helps confidence within the project. And hey, I got to say, I love this Kyle talking about meme coin art that we're on right now. No more talking about $5 JPEGs. No, we're talking about market cap of meme coins, bro. And I fucking love it. I'm here for it.
Well, I am having fun with these coins on Robinhood. I don't want to disappoint you, Kenny, but the next thing I was going to mention was a game on your favorite chain, Abstract. I hadn't played Maze of Gains in a couple months. I decided that my strategy here was going to be, because there's some big holders in On-Chain Heroes, right? So I've been stacking World's Eve keys for like months now. I've just been stacking them. I've got hundreds of them. In fact, I have 314 still, and I've been playing it all morning. But they re-released this game as a brand new iteration of it, and it is, first of all, aesthetically, it's way cooler, right? I didn't like it the first time I played it because there's a few things that I wasn't used to. When you kill monsters and break things, the items actually disappear if you don't pick them up right away, which kind of pissed me off. Part of my old strategy was leaving stuff, as far as like energy and stuff, behind me to pick up on the way back out. Didn't appreciate that. But the more I've played it, I've actually grown pretty fond of it. I actually think this is actually a lot better. I'm going to be playing a lot of Maze of Gains here over the weekend. I'm going to burn through not my whole stack of keys, because if we ever get the Blinko Season 2 out, we do owe some rewards to people on a theoretical leaderboard. But yeah, I'm going to burn through about fucking 200 keys this weekend is my goal. And hopefully I'll get enough raffle tickets to win an On-Chain Hero. And hopefully I'll get, way more XP on Abstract than I've gotten, because I'm actually doing a few different things instead of just Toll and Verse this week. So yeah, anyway, other than that though, man, I'm just waiting to see this rec mint go live. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna watch for Jeets. I'll mint my one, and then if I see people selling pretty quickly, because usually people
top
sell.
Offer is 0.045 ETH right now. So and
that's for now, but that's because there's only, I'm just saying, you know how it goes with these mints. A lot of times, especially a 10K collection, a lot of people will mint these. People will be undercutting each other. When it gets close to mint price, people will panic, start weething. Maybe, there might be an opportunity to scoop some up around mint price. And if I can do that, I'm going to try to do that and then ride it back up. And
I know there's 14. There is 14 that are within the 0.04 range, 14 offers. And yeah, never mind. Now the top offer is 0.05. So people are starting to get their bids in. And yeah, I mean, I think these are going to trade above 0.1. is where I think. But I think you will end up getting some opportunities here to get them right above mint. So yeah, I agree with that.
I like your energy. I don't know about 0.1. I mean, these are.
I know there's 10,000, bro, but like the amount of competition that's going to happen with these things, I think it's going to surprise you. I think.
Well, I mean, look, they are kind of lottery tickets to a giant prize pool, right? Yeah. And if the more of them you have, the better a chance you have. And even 1 in 10,000 is way better than any lottery ticket you're going to buy in a grocery store. So
yeah. I seen one guy in a chat. Not going to say his name, and no, it's not a name that you would think. But this guy said he has 7 ETH that he's about to dump into this.
Holy shit.
There's going to be some people with some big wallets that are coming in scooping the fuck out of these things.
Well, maybe I won't wait for mint price on the floor. Maybe I'll just wait till it starts to flirt with it a little bit.
Yeah, in the hundreds. Jolly over in the abstract chat reminded us that we also have Unvault coming up. The only thing I have allocation for is just STONKBROKER. So, but maybe find some of these other collections that we can get in. Fuego is another collection that's on there, Kyle. Script Kitties, Mortals, Clanosaurs, Hoodlums.
This is all the communities that'll be in on what, first come, first serve?
Well, these are all the communities I think that are whitelisted. So it doesn't give you a guaranteed mint, but
right. So first come, first serve.
And yeah,
because that's a lot of communities. That's definitely not a guaranteed.
It is.
Okay, well, cool. Because I've still got 2 Fuegos.
And there's only 6,200 of these fucking NFTs. And from what I was hearing, that there's like Unvault's gonna have its whole own NFT marketplace and all kinds of shit. Aaron, this is apparently like the hardest hour for him to come in, because I did want him to get into the space, but he just said it was too difficult of an hour, and maybe we can get him in on a later space one day. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. But either way, I'm pretty fucking pumped about everything going on in the space right now, man. It's a lot of exciting shit happening. Have you been keeping up with your abstract? Fucking
Upvotes?
Voting? Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I always just leave the portal open and I come in here every day and do my upvote, and I play some, I use the little my favorites thing to, go play my Tolan verse and all of that.
Yeah.
Do my stream and with you and all that. There is some I mean, we're already past the hour, but there's a few new apps on here. I noticed the Vault by Moody Mites. I was going to take a look at this later and see what this is, but it's gotten upvoted pretty high on the list. Let's see. There was another one that caught my eye earlier too. Maybe not. I can't find it now. But
yeah, that one is that one's pretty good. I went in there. You have to bring in some USDC, and it's like AI agents. There's $1 million prize pool for this, and pretty big stuff. There was another thing that I wanted to share real quick because I didn't know. I'm trying to find the link for this. I actually seen Wealth Creator. There's a bunch of people tweeting this thing. This was built by, it's the AGW lens. And this is probably something that you've seen that was over, it's on abstract. So it pulls up all of your information. And so like I'm gonna type in cheese. And so what this does is gives you like your complete rundown of what you've done on abstract, Kyle. And but it's agw-lens.xyz, but it literally gives you all of your fucking history of what you've done, your upvoting, and kind of gives you like a snapshot of like how much activity have you actually done on abstract since day one. I do think they're heating up towards TGE. So, if anybody's not in abstract or participating and want to know more about it, I would advise you to get into the abstract Discord. You can even come in the reality check Discord if you have questions. I have missed I am so glad they added this fucking thing to fall back on for the streak. like ever since they've done that, I've been a little bit less hesitant to like worried about not, locking in every single day. My longest streak was 160 days. I think if you have not missed a day, you should be at like 178 days.
Wait, you missed a day and didn't even tell us?
Yeah, but hey, look, I'm locked in, bro. I'm locked in. So,
fucking guy.
But either way,
when I missed a day, I remember.
Yeah, either way, it shows you all of your data. 97,316 transactions. It shows transfer volume $8,594. This must be something new here. Gas fees. See, when I don't know how accurate this is because I did this yesterday and this was way higher. And like my gas fees were like $2,700.
Did you get a goddamn gas rebate?
Yeah, I know. My wallet is 1 year, 221 days old, since January 12th, 2025, active 518 days. And the one that was really interesting was, I think it was Wealth Creator. This dude, his consistency, 100. His consistency, bro.
Yeah, I
had a call. Wealth Creator has not missed a day. He's been active 569 days. Like, has not skipped a fucking beat. Like, pretty fucking insane there. But yeah, mine is 518 days. Shows you your badges and all your different stuff. So yeah, I think TG's coming, and I think it's gonna be a cook. So
I don't know, man. Yeah. Every time I'm in these inner igloos, Luke is always talking about October and how he thinks the bull run will be back in full swing by then. Both inner igloos, he was all excited about October.
Yeah.
And on the call that I had with Isla, Q4, phase 2, motherfuckers that abandon the chain will cope. So yeah, we'll 100%. See. I mean, I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
By the way, the only.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Well, I was just going to say the last thing I was going to mention here is, we do have the Creeps Town Hall at 1:00. So do you know if that's on X or in Discord?
It's on X. It's on
okay,
X.
Cool.
Yeah, that'd be a huge mistake by the team if they did that in Discord. They need all the people listening.
That a bunch of times in the past.
Yeah, the past is the past. You can't move forward in the future if you live in the past. They have
what can be unburdened by what has been.
They have a brand to grow. You can't fucking grow the brand if you're hiding in Discord. Only Luke.
Well, look, it is it's a new team, so all bygones be bygones with the brand because the old team, you couldn't tell the old team nothing. I know that.
Yeah. Well, that happens at 1:00. But Wealth Creator, he said he's here, always lurking. Wealth Creator, I need you to get in my DMs, bro. I need to figure out how the fuck you're getting so much XP every week. Man,
I think a lot of these motherfuckers are playing the shit out of Cambria. Everybody I see is on Moody Madness and Cambria.
As much work as I put in on this fucking platform, bro, and only to be still sitting at Platinum fucking 3, like, bro, we should be at motherfucking triple ethereal. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like we should be at fucking, like my tiers should be like fucking Luca level at this rate. So, yeah, I don't know. But anyways, the mint's about to happen here for Rec Trader. Make sure
GTD.
Yes. Make sure you are only using the link on OpenSea, guys.
The button just came live. Yeah, it is actually on the drops page. A lot of times OpenSea does not have the relevant drops and we'll still have shit that hasn't minted out from 6 months ago. I don't know why they can't get their drops page together.
I know.
But this one is actually on the drops page. All right. Bingo Bammo. I just minted. Pending mint.
Yeah, I can't even get fucking MetaMask to load up here. So but it is what it is. We'll get it done.
Congrats, you got it. Let's go. Oh, that's a cool image.
Wow. I mean, dude, they're already at 3,000 already.
Yeah.
31.45. These things are gonna.
Oh my God. Yeah, these are. Yeah, when this hits first come, first serve, they're gonna evaporate.
done.
So
Yeah.
RIP if you weren't on guaranteed.
Well, the floor is 0.1 ETH. Now, whether or not that maintains.
The floor's 0.05.
Oh, well, my shit's behind.
Refresh.
I'm still trying to mint. So congrats, you got it.
Let's go.
Yay. Oh. Yeah, guys, if you got first come, first serve from the giveaways that I was doing, you better lock in.
Do not
because
fuck around.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck around. See, I still have 0.1 ethers there. 0.0621 ETH gone 9 seconds ago. 0.12 ETH sale. Somebody got a sale off at 0.12.
Oh my God.
Fuck. Yeah. So, bro, they're cooking. Yeah, no signal. Did they steal that from the website?
I wish I could trust OpenSea's offers and shit, because right now the high offer is 0.06 and the floor price is, oh, never mind. Somebody already did it.
Yeah, high offer 0.061 Weefers. I'm telling you guys, there are some big wallets going to be spending to get as many as possible. Yeah, OSF sitting on 100. Rec guys are good, 82. These are all the people that had access via the. These are all the guys that had access via the Rec Market subscription, is what all this was. So, yeah, that's why you see these different holders that already have so many, Kenny. So people don't freak out being like, oh my God, how'd they do that? You had to pay for it. I mean, that was $8.99 for a year though. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. But anyways, Kenny, do you have anything else? I think we're done for the day.
Yeah, no. Everybody have a good weekend.
Yep. Kyle, are you going to be in the GU space here later on?
Oh, it is Friday, isn't it?
It is Friday, giving away the genuine undead today. And a regenerate, a GU as well, and the low pudgy and regenerate.
What time is that?
4 p.m. Eastern.
4 p.m. Eastern. I don't know. My wife just left for the pottery studio, so we'll see how much time she spends there today. I'm going to be in the yard I got some grass to cut. I got some holes to dig. I'm going to be doing that while I listen to the creep space. And yeah, if the GU space pops up and my wife is not home yet, which she may well not be, I'll be at the GU space later to find out who wins this lovely little pudgy.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. Don't anticipate running a space this weekend, but I'm sure I'll be in some.
Oh, you don't want to promise everybody a Saturday space and then not do it like we do every week?
Hey, bro, I last weekend I was very busy. So, shit happens. It happens.
It does.
Yeah. All right, cool. Everybody have a good weekend, and we will see you back here on Monday. Peace.
Bye, everybody.